Well, a steady rain has been falling here, but it has not dampened the spirits of the hardy folks at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The bootleg, here's Sanders. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
2nd and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready? Back to 60. Ready?
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Browns at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Pacheco with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd and 4. You look at this this Browns defense? They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
He's going to have the first down and then some. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
In motion, the tight end. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Let's go.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
The kick is good.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Play action. It's Sanders. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Hawk 70. Hawk 18. 5 in.
Sanders to throw. And he's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 20! And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Hurt. Go street. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
60.
Throwing, Sanders. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on third down.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Viking 18. Warriors 17. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. He'll try and do this himself. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro. So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long.
sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On red.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. After 1, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Jaguars first down.
On play action, Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Jaguars 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Browns drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. To throw is Sanders. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then his defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Tag. 19, 18. 19, Tiger, 19.
Open man, that's Tillman. Second catch for the day, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's Sanders. Now and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trayvon Walker. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Sanders. And that is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one downfield for Tillman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again. And they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
And the Jaguars 1st down.
Here's a give to Bigsby. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Take Bigsby, 48 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Browns 17.
Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Sanders. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 all to return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, run! Hey, tomato! Cut!
Now Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here is 3rd down at 4.
Red on the red.
Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As you often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll run with ETN. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
17. Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a 2nd and 10.
18, 60, 60.
From the shotgun, Sanders. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Mustang 19. Hey, go. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action now. Sanders. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Now Lawrence now going to move him around. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short throw there to Strange. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Well, this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
50-yard line.
They go play action with Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, lie.
Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Exit 3rd and 8.
Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
11. Here we go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Tank Bigsby, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
17. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Let's go now. Ready?
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Warriors 70, Bronco 80. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
70 Lions. You're not. 70, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cup 19. Cup.
Now Sanders. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
To throw again, here is Sanders. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Red. 19, Tiger, 19.
Play action. It's Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just past the 35. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he goes out right around the 39. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's the 24. Hey, tomato.
In motion goes the tight end.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Hey, run!
Lawrence will throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He'll field this at the 5. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
60 Bobcat. Hey, smash. Bronco at 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Browns first down.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
70. Go, Reed. Go, ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Me. Viking 18.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Ready? Go.
Here's Sanders. Open man, that's Tillman. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, as we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Sanders going to throw again. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2nd and 9.
Hey, Ron.
Here's Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Well, that's complete TTN out of the backfield. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Hey, rig alert, rig alert. Bronco 80. 79 Broncos. Ready, right?
Sanders. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack.
We all all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Warriors 70. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll go. Here's Sanders. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. And his kick is indeed good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
But a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
This 2nd and 4. Throwing, Sanders. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Sanders. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Sanders once more. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the jump. 70 Rangers. Ready. Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Sanders to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
Set, triple, set, let's go. Count the 60, count the 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles,
First
19
and
lights.
goal at the 9-yard line.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Jags, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey.